Hey guys, Dan here with Sterling Self Defense, coming at you another video. All right, a lot of guys been bugging me to show now the shop's going. Still not done yet. Waiting on some more machines, some parts, but I figured I'll do a quick walkthrough on what's going on. Zach over there, Badger over here. Come on, Badger, going for a walk. Bamboo's working away. It's a mess. I got shit all over the place. All these machines got to move. Got a new manual I'm working on. You guys have seen the other manual mill in the other shop. This one added power drawbar to easily change tools. Big three-phase 5 horsepower motor for the spindle. Power up and down. We got all sorts of things. There's DRO added to it. Still working on it. It's a nice Grizzly, but it's getting there. Still a work in progress. Everything's about the same in here except for crap all over. Now we go into what used to be the other shop. Now you guys don't recognize this much, do you? Now we got some big machines, the big dogs. You remember my smaller mill, which seems tiny in the comparison. You could walk in here. This thing is a monster. This is a big fryer. You got 4 axis on this one. Got Karaki, another 4th axis in there. Big machine, making some big stuff. Working on the electrical still. I don't have 3-phase in my shop, so when you don't have 3-phase, you got to get what's called phase converters. That's what that thing is on the wall. Super expensive, geez. The electric, just to hook all this up by itself, was $30K. Phasing, these things are crazy expensive. They turn single phase into 3-phase. Look at the size of the motor. This is just a 60 horse, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot. But anyway, it's a 3-phase motor hooked into a bunch of capacitors, which gives you that 3rd phase. But it's a monster, still working on this. And this one takes 440, so it's got a transformer to step it up from 233 phase to 443 phase. So a lot of work, just finishing up the wiring. This one's just about ready to be turned on. Just finishing up the wiring on it, and I can start using it. Excuse me, Badger, coming by. But this part of the shop is now just basically these 2 big machines. You know, I can make pretty much anything on these things. These are huge, got a lot of room. And the tool changers on these things are great. My other one, I only had 8 tools in the carousel to change them, which is a real pain for making stuff. Now look at this. Look at this all tool holders. These all hold tools. 24 tools. Changes them out automatically as you need them. So it's nice, a lot more automated. The other one, I got to keep changing tools out of the carousel. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Because every part you make takes a bunch of different tools. Drill in that tool holder. Big tool holders. These are sweet. He's a monster. That's 4th axis. That's a game changer. All right, let's go into the other side. Now, I got my other mill moved over to here. So I've been running and making parts on. I don't think you guys have been in this part of the shop, but here we go. We got our drill presses. I got dual presses, so I can drill and tap without having to change out bits as we're going. Obviously, sanders, bandsaw, whole computer setup there, my whole desk, TV, a must-have, actually. Got to change some parts of them here. All right, get rid of this cigarette. I'm making right now power blocks. Opt 1 and Opt 2. Opt 2 is done. Here we go, 2 power blocks. Still have 1 more op to go. I got to put the whole air through a hole in, which can't be done on this machine. All right, put these away. Grab some more blocks. There we go. Set this up real quick. And everything is on wheels as usual, so you can move everything out of the way, except, of course, the big machines. And now got a new bandsaw. for cutting material, this is great. Coolest thing about this thing is you set it, turned it on, it just cuts by itself. You ain't got to sit there and babysit it. Parts drop down, pick them up. That is a game changer, especially when you're cutting big pieces of metal. You know, normally you'd have to sit here and push on it. Machine does it. And as soon as it's done cutting through, it turns itself right off. Great machine. And this one's major. This is a gun drill machine. This is where you can make any kind of barrel out of. Any gun barrel, high-powered rifles, whatever. This is the best there is. You want to make a barrel, this is what you need, a gun drill machine. So we got some really nice barrels coming out of here. I can make barrels for pretty much anything. There's a lot to this machine. Big, expensive freaking machine. Does a lot. Once again, 3-phase. My injection mold machine. There's my new air. To supply air to everything. Another 3-phase machine. Once again, that converts me to single phase to 3-phase. Got those all over the place. There's more of them over in here. You can see them on the floor here. I'm still waiting on the lathe, looking for a good CNC lathe. That's going to be set over here. More machines over here. I pretty much took off my office here, but it is what it is. Well, it's coming along pretty good. Let me get these parts in here. Let me clean. I gotta clean that burr. There's my old little manual. See the new one I'm working on out there. It's gonna be a lot better than that one. All right, now switch the tools over out of Opt 1. Move these over to Opt 2. Let me clean this bed off. Now the new machines, I'll be able to, put parts all the way across them and do a lot of parts at the same time. Right now, I'm just doing 4 parts at a time. Single op each time they go through. Down in there. And left there. Now, I mill the holders into the vise. Those all custom vices holding. Get our tappy tap tap tap. Gotta make sure parts are down all the way. Put our tool away. You see in here what I was talking about before. In my carousel, I can only hold 8 tools at a time. So it really limits what you make. Or you gotta stop in between making a part and change out tools, which sucks time-wise. Oh, wrong one. Fly cutter first. Using a fly cutter now, so it doesn't leave any tool marks on it, just a nice shiny mirror surface. And away she goes. Here's a nice tool, you'll see why in a second. It just leaves a nice smooth surface, cuts the whole thing in one shot. It's like a mirror. Normally you'd have a smaller tool and it would leave small little marks. This one, no marks at all. And takes the material down really quickly also. Cool stuff. But none compared to the big machines. You know how small this thing is compared to the monsters over there. Really, Badger? In my chair as always? Well, it's getting there. So this one will be up running this week. I just got to finish wiring it up. And then the Karachi will be right after it. See this big thing here? This takes all the chips that come down. They go into this hopper, and this auger turns and puts it into a chute. Put a big garbage can right here. See all the little aluminum chips? They just push them right out. Nice. Don't do any cleaning. It takes it all out for you. Karachi's got one too. Look at the size of this sucker in there. This one's another 24 tool changer. Look at the size of the bed on this thing. Monster. All right, well, getting to the point where we make pretty much anything. Can't wait. All right, Badger? Gonna some crazy stuff. Full machine shop now. Can make anything I want. I think it all started out, I don't know, 6, 7 years ago with a 3D printer. Didn't even have my lathe back then. Oh, and yeah, I want to mention too, a lot of people are calling me a machinist. I'm not a machinist. I never was a machinist. This is a hobby I call myself a machine operator. Definitely not a machinist. You know, about 6 years ago, I started out on a lathe just like this, a smaller one, just learning, figuring it out. Never touched any of these kinds of machines before in my life. I started out on 3D printers, got a bunch of those, learned how to do that. You know, 3D printers, what you do is you add material, and then machining is the exact opposite. You're taking away material. So I started with these, learning my CAD that way, adding stuff, and then you gotta learn to take it away. The machining is a lot more to it, but it's cool stuff, and it ain't rocket science like anything. You can learn it. But a lot of guys have been telling me, yeah, I want to get a lathe. Got to understand how dangerous these machines are. This lathe can kill you like that. Rip your hand off like that. Go on YouTube videos, check it out. Always have respect for the machines. That's why a lot of guys get hurt when they don't learn in the field, because they don't learn that respect. But you're going to work with machines, try them out, you know, do your due diligence, figure out what kind of safety procedures, what you should wear, you know, never long clothing, long hair, if you got it, tie it back, don't have shirts hanging out, sweaters, long sleeves, and even this small lathe, this pulls you in, that's it, man, you're done. And it'll pull you in a second. You know, running at 3,200 RPMs, or the big mills, 30,000 RPMs. So you got to be careful. What's up, buddy? Really, guys? All right, well, anyway, that's it for me, guys. We're going to give you a quick tour before I got it finished up. Another month, we should be all good to go, all the machines running and going. All right, that's it for me. I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe.